Hey guys, welcome back to my habitat. Today I'm going to quickly whip up some chili because I am on my last container of veggie stock. And so I'm going to make the chili using this veggie stock. And then in my next video, the one that's coming up this Friday, you're going to see me make a big batch of homemade veggie stock. I might do another recipe because veggie stock is ridiculously simple, but that is upcoming this week. But today we're making chili. Really simple. The first thing I'm going to do is actually put sweet potatoes in the oven. I like to use the sweet potatoes as a base and pour the chili on top of my sweet potato. And then we're also going to make a cashew lemon cream sauce to just drizzle over top of everything. And it's so good. 400-degree oven, sweet potatoes, toss right in. I washed them, I gave them a quick prick, but nothing much to that. And I'm just gonna cook them until they're really soft. And I have a big pot right here. I'm gonna turn it on medium heat and let it warm up. Pour a little bit of oil into the pan. And then we're gonna saute 1 red onion and 1.5 red bell peppers, or whatever peppers you'd like to use. My red peppers have sort of dyed my onions, but that's completely fine. It doesn't really matter. Right now, I'm gonna add about 3 cloves of chopped or minced garlic. Spices that I have here, just 1 teaspoon of chipotle powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, and once again, half a teaspoon of paprika, smoked paprika. I'll toss that right in onto all the vegetables, and I'm also at this point going to add my tomato paste. Now this is tomato powder that I dehydrated some garden tomatoes, made it into a powder, and I just rehydrated it using a little bit of water. I actually turned this into a video, so if you want to learn how to make tomato powder, go through my videos and you'll be able to find it. And you'll also be able to see all the really pretty tomatoes I grew this summer, so go take a look. I'm very proud of my garden. And whenever we're mixing this in, you can see that all the vegetables get coated beautifully. So much delicious flavor that we're layering right now and we're building up. Once you have that all mixed in, let it cook on the heat for about 2 minutes and then add your stock. I'm gonna add in about a cup of stock. I always find it's easier to do a little bit of stock, mix in those vegetables and really kind of mix in all those seasonings, and then add the rest of the stock. Throw the rest of the stock in. I'm going to add lentils. So I'm going to add half a cup of red lentils. Red lentils are really great because they break down a lot and they'll kind of work almost as like a thickener. Instead of making a roux and adding oil and extra fats, I can use a protein and make it a little more healthier. And then I'm also going to add half a cup also of green lentils, which will hold their shape more and actually work almost like a bean would in chili. Let it come up to a boil, then bring it back down to a simmer, and we're gonna cook it for a half hour. While the chili's on the stove, I'm gonna actually work on the cream sauce. So I have half a cup of cashews right here. And I'm gonna throw in about a teaspoon of nutritional yeast right in there. A little bit of cumin. You can totally go more if you'd like. I'm just probably gonna add like a 1/4 of a teaspoon. Lemon, give us a really nice sharp flavor that's gonna really be just really nice with the chili. Really just cuts through all of the really rich spices in the chili. Makes it delicious. And this is about the juice from 1 lemon, tablespoon of oil. Any sort of neutral oil, that's enough, just to make it really smooth and creamy and luscious. Turn this on. Okay, so what I ended up doing to this was actually doing about a batch and a half, simply because the smaller batch that I did, the blades couldn't catch it all. So it was kind of, the blades were spinning, but all the ingredients were underneath the blades. I had to add a little bit of more of the ingredients just to lift it up a bit more, but no big deal because this is a delicious sauce. It can also be used as like a salad dressing also, which is delicious. really rich and creamy. Put the lid on. I'm gonna put this in the fridge, clean up this, and then we're gonna go right back to the chili. Now my lentils are cooked. I'm gonna actually add just about, how much is this? 2 cups of water. And at this time, I'm also gonna add salt and pepper. I have about 1.5 cups of chickpeas, 1.5 cups of kidney beans, and then about 1.5 cups of frozen corn. Now we're just gonna let this finish cooking, another half an hour of cooking, and then we can eat. Okay. Sweet potatoes, I took out of the oven. They're very, very soft. The skin is all blistered on them, which makes them really, really easy just to peel. And that's how I like to eat it at the bottom of the bowl. I don't like to leave the skins on. If you're into that, go right ahead. But sweet potato, it kind of just falls out of the skin. And that's off. You can take away the little end pieces too. But super easy. Yeah, it fully came off. Wow, that's great. Then I just take a fork, kind of cut it into a little bit more manageable pieces and spread it at the bottom of the bowl. I'm gonna pour my chili over my sweet potato, just like that. Probably gonna do 2 scoops, I'm pretty hungry right now. Here's of course our cream sauce that we made. I'm just gonna pour that right on top. Completely optional, pumpkin seeds. Not only do they add a really nice green color to the top, but they add a very nice crunch to this chili. And that's how I would eat it, right like that. So I hope that looks delicious. And the nice thing about this chili is I always make a big batch, and I actually usually save some for the next day for lunch, and then I even have enough to freeze about 3 or maybe even 4 meals worth of this chili. So if I'm ever in a pinch, I can quickly take it out of my freezer, heat it up, maybe even bake the sweet potato if I have enough time. But it's just really, really quick for something that you can keep in your freezer. Keeps for about 3 months. Let's give it a bite. Honestly, it's just one of my favorite. It's the cream sauce too that just adds so much flavor. But a little bite with everything on it. I don't even know how to explain how good this is. It's amazing. Try it out. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back this Friday for my veggie stock recipe and maybe something else. I haven't decided yet. Until next time, guys. Stay hungry.